Hey y'all, Fred here. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today is a very exciting day for a couple of different reasons. What you probably don't know, obviously you saw in the thumbnail, today is giveaway day. So we're going to start the giveaway today. It'll run for 1 week. I'll talk about that in just a minute. We'll talk about the rules. But here's the deal. This is also my 100th video upload. So it's a very big deal. I was wondering if it would work out. Would we hit 2,500 before or right around the time when I got to 2,500? You know, by the time this video actually goes live, who knows how many, but we should be at or right at or just over 2,500 subscribers. You know, I didn't really set out to like build this, YouTube empire or anything like that. I don't even really make money on this. I think I made $150 doing all these videos. So in case y'all are wondering, and I know you do, because I always wonder about that, do those guys make money doing videos? No, not unless, I'm sure like 𝗬𝘂𝗯𝘀𝗄𝗯𝗏 with, I don't know, 500,000, 700,000 viewers, he's probably making some money. That's a good full-time job for him. But for little guys like us who have to post 100 videos. I think I've gotten now maybe 4 knives for free for review copies, maybe 5. I can't quite remember all of them, but maybe 4 or 5 review knives. I'm going to give away 2 of those actually today, and $150 in affiliate fees. I think people bought. I think OK Knives actually is probably the only place I'm making any money, because that's where most of my viewers tend to shop. Which is great. That's cool with me. That's a couple more knives for your buddy Fred. So thanks so much for doing that. Thanks y'all for just supporting me. I have this core group of guys, and I really appreciate y'all. Y'all show up every video, and you support me with the comments. You give me good feedback. You keep me on the straight and narrow when I need it. And help me with really genuinely good tips. So first and foremost, that's what this video is all about, is really just about thanking you guys for everything you have done. It's been so cool to make some friends and, chat with you guys about knives and the things that we all love, right? We don't have many other people in our lives. All right, that being said, let's get to the contest. As you can see, we have a nice little spread of knives. I'm going to go through these and explain what they are, what you're getting here. The way the contest works, we'll probably do it the same way we did it last time. I'm going to keep the comments in this video down below. You have to be a subscriber, and really you got to just make some kind of comment that says, I'd like a knife, I'll take a free knife, or Fred, you're a dickhead. I don't really care. But if you comment down below, what I'll do, I'll come back in a week. We'll close the comments out. I'll close all the comments on the videos, and I'll put everybody's name. I did a little Wheel of Fortune spinny dealy. It depends on how many people really get into this thing. Obviously, we got a lot more subscribers now than we did back when we hit 1,000. So we'll see how it goes. But anyhow, I think I'll do it the same way. Just if you make a comment on this video and you're a subscriber, you'll be entered to win one of these knives. Now, I did this last time, and I'll probably do it again this way as well. So there are 2 knives that I'm going to consider more or less somewhat defective in this batch of knives. So if you would, in the comments, maybe say something like, only the good ones, please, in which case you'll get any of these 4. I'll just do a drawing for each of these knives in turn as they go. I'll do these last, and I'll do these what I'm going to call the damaged ones first. So either you can say, I'll take anything, I don't care, I'm not picky, I'll take any of those knives, or only the good ones, please. And the good ones will include these. So let's go through all these knives. What do we have? So first we have the Fintiso. I believe this is the Apollo. Pretty sure it is. Doesn't say on the box. But, Atlas. Sorry. I'm glad I checked. Fintiso Atlas. So this is a 14C28 and G10 blade with I believe that's a steel pocket clip. Let's see. Nope. That is it's either aluminum. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Either aluminum or titanium on the pocket clip. I don't know which, but it is non-magnetic. Anyhow, pretty cool knife. Flipper action. G10 scales, pretty smooth on the flip. Nice knife. I think, like I said, 14C, 28N. Let's get some piece of paper. These are all, I don't think, I haven't sharpened any of these knives out of the box. But they're all, straight from the factory, kind of sharp. So yeehaw for that. So a Fintiso Atlas comes with the box and the gear and whatever's inside it, stickers and what have you, etc. All right, that's that. Then we have the 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗃. This is the deadgummit. All I can think of is Barlow because the TriFyre there, my buddy John calls it the Barlow. And it is not the Barlow. This is the 𝗂𝗃𝗃. Thank you very much. This has their Trek lock. This is their in-house designer, 𝗬𝗂𝗃 Dong, who designed really all their coolest knives. But he also designed this Trek lock, which is a variation of the plunge lock, but it's internal. Everything is inside here. Very cool. Does have a front flipper. Very low profile, kind of professional looking knife. You know, you could take this to the office, probably wouldn't scare anybody. These are black micarta scales. This isn't real copper. This is some kind of copper-colored inlay. Might be aluminum. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that's not real copper, although it looks like real copper. It doesn't, I don't, maybe it is. Maybe it will discolor, but it hasn't yet, although I haven't owned this knife very long. At any rate, great knife. You can go back and see the full review I did on this, the 𝗧𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗃 𝗂𝗃. This is the full-size 𝗂𝗃, not the mini 𝗂𝗃, right? So there you go. Excellent. That comes also with the pouch and the box and the sticker and all the stuff that comes in the box. I don't take any stickers or patches or anything like that off of these. All right, let's talk about the first damaged knife here. So y'all have seen me do these. Well, those of you who've been around a long time will recognize this as the Benchmade Narrows. This is not a real Benchmade Narrows. This is a Benchmade Narrows replica that I got off of OK Knives. And the problem I had, and again, you can watch that. I don't know if you just heard that crunch right there, is this blade. Let me see. I'm going to have to zoom in so we can get this up close. See that nick in this blade right here? That's the problem. That's why this is damaged. And really what we discovered after doing some research, it took me a while because if you just do that, it doesn't do anything. But what's happening is if you hold these tabs down, let me zoom back out, you can see it better. Hold these tabs down, you can see that knife sinks down a little lower in the scales. So when it's closing, if you hold the tabs down, it can swing past the initial stop and it's hitting the blade on this standoff, that little barrel spacer right there. And that's what's wrong with this knife. So you probably could reprofile the edge and get rid of that nick, you know, if you've got any sharpening skills. You probably will want that, or you just say, listen, I don't even care about that nick in the blade. I mean, otherwise, you know, it's a nice thin slicey knife, right? Does its job. Yeehaw for that. So maybe you don't even care about that. If you close it just right and let off of the springs in time, it does not hit the spacer. But just too much of a hassle for me. It does have the same thinness as the original. So ultra thin, very lightweight knife. You know, very cool, super expensive to buy the real thing, way out of my budget. But anyhow, there's a replica. So if you're okay with one of the damaged knives, that does come in a, you know, a knockoff Benchmade Narrows box. It has all the normal stuff that comes with all the Benchmade replicas, right? Little baggie and all that good stuff. So there you go. That will come in the box. This Chris Reeve is also a replica. You know, that's what I do. But here's the problem with this. This is all steel, okay? And I think this is a Sebenza 21, I believe, is what this is intended to be, or what it is modeled after. It does have a hollow ground blade. It's pretty darn slicey, I would say, you know. For a small short, this is obviously the small Sebenza. Sorry, I had to get rid of that piece. Here's the problem on this. This steel lock bar does not hold it firm. If you do a hard enough blade whack on it, you can break through that lock. So you may be able to file it down and you know, try to resurface the geometry on either the tang of the blade or the lock face. It's not going to fold just by trying to pull it in, you know, like just regular normal pressure isn't going to do anything to it. It does take a good solid blade whack. Does have nice like horizontal brushed pattern there, if you can see that on that steel, and a nice little hollow ground. Anyhow, it's nice. It's all steel, nothing titanium here. Just a cool little classy, semi-classy pocket knife, right? All good there. The box it comes in does say Chris Reeve, but it doesn't have anything in it. Just you know, a little form-fitting foam. That's all you get, and of course, the Chinese sticker there. Anyhow, those are the two damaged knives. This one has a little blade nick on it, and this one has lock bar issues. Just that lock bar doesn't hold. Let's talk about this big old Medford. I used to be able to do this. Let me see if I can. There we go. This is also a replica courtesy of the TriFyre. Everybody thank John down in the comments for contributing to our giveaway. Mighty nice of him. This is a D2 steel. It's actually pretty sharp, y'all. This one was pretty shockingly sharp. For a big, thick monster blade, and even the front tip of it is pretty sharp too. I mean, I'll take that all day long for a big, thick Tonto like that. Very cool. Hollow ground, compound, obviously. Hollow here, flat up front. It's even got a little bit of a belly for a little bit of a rocking motion. Pretty cool little knife. I do believe this is all steel as well. Yep, this is a solid steel with a little attitude adjuster on the back. So thanks so much to John for sponsoring us in the giveaway. Y'all thank him for that. Hopefully he doesn't win his own knife. And finally, y'all haven't even seen this one yet. This is the 𝗚𝗶𝘃𝗀𝗃, which is clearly their take on the 𝗬𝗵 in the carbon fiber with the carbon fiber clip. I haven't even done a review on this knife, and I'll tell you why. This knife has detent lash. So, you know, everybody does these review videos on knives, and they talk about, well, is it solid up here? No side to side, up or down play there. No pivot lash, although maybe I need to tighten it. There is a tiny bit of pivot lash right now, but I have messed with this blade as well. But then we always say detent lash. Well, this is what detent lash is. Let me see if I can just hold this perfectly still. And do you see that wobbling in and out right there? I'm going to shake it. Hear it shaking right there? That is detent lash. That little bit of play, what it is the detent hole where the detent ball sits in, just a little too big for that ball, I guess. And so I got this from OK Knives, and you know, listen, when you play in this world, you're occasionally going to get bummer knives like this. I reached out to him through the website. I actually sent him made a little 30-second video showing him, hey guys, this has pretty bad detent lash. You know, I don't think you want me to review this one. Do you want to replace this? And they said, yeah, absolutely. We'll send you a replacement. So they are sending me a replacement. I haven't received it yet, although I haven't checked my mail in a few days yet either. At any rate, otherwise, you can see this thing is nice. Got great drop shot action on it. You know, they're the cheaper style bearings, but I mean, it locks up good. It doesn't bounce out. And y'all know I hate these knives that bounce out like the 223, the Para 3 version did. This one doesn't. So, man, if they give me one without detent lash, I think this is going to be a rock star of a knife. Nice jimping on the back. Again, the other thing they've done, you may or may not have noticed, is they cut the nub off. They just literally ground it out of this knife. One of the things that makes you weird out about the 𝗬𝗵 is that it has that nub right there, and when it comes back into this lock, it bumps your finger. And even though you know you're not getting cut, it just is somehow in your brain, it's a little disconcerting. It makes it feel like, ooh, I just got hit by the back of this blade somehow, even though it's just a little nub. Well, they solved that problem real quick by just cutting it off. So anyhow, good knife. I'll do a full review once I get the other one, but I figured in the meantime, since I got a new one coming, I might as well give that out. There's probably somebody or a lot of somebodies out there who would just be very happy to have this and couldn't care less about that little bit of detent lash there, which doesn't make any difference at all to the function of the knife. It's not like it's going to get worse or fall apart or become loose in any way. Otherwise, it's a great knife. You know, I haven't really used it much because of that, but I think I'm going to like this knife a lot. Anyhow, there y'all go. There's the deal. You've got, you know, you can only win one knife, and you got 7 days. I'll leave the comments open. Say, I want all the knives. I'll take anything, something like that. Give me anything. I'll take it all. Or only the good ones, please. And what I'll do is, you know, we'll start off with the good ones. That way everybody gets a chance to win the good ones. And then I'll take the people who say I only want the good ones. They will come out after these 4 have been drawn. And then whoever says I'll take it all will still be in the running for these 2 as the last 2 picks of the draw. So hopefully that makes sense to y'all. Hopefully you find this a little easier than having to sit and watch some dude talk for 2 hours on a real live and wait for him to actually get around to giving out some knives. Man, I just want to give back to y'all because y'all have been so kind to me, and I do appreciate it. I really enjoy chatting with you guys, and you know, talking smack about all the knives that we have in our collections and what we like and don't like, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for sticking with me all this time. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be talking again in another 100 videos. Otherwise, I'll see you in about a week and we'll talk about who wins these. Y'all have a great day. Thanks so much. Take care.